All right, we're here with Oklahoma student athletes Christian James, Jamuni McNeace, and Trae Young. 15 minutes with these guys before Coach Kruger comes in. Please raise your hand to ask questions to these guys, and a mic person will come over. Joe?
Yeah, Joe Stark from Pittsburgh Post Gazette. Trae, I'm curious, you've been mentioned this year with Pistol Pete Maravich for your scoring exploits. And he was born. Is this working? He was born not far from here. So I'm curious if that name means anything to you, and also what runs through your mind when you hear about his straight numbers. The guy averaged 42 points a game for his career without a three-point line.
That's unbelievable. Just to be even mentioned in the same category or even in the same breath with someone like Pistol Pete Maravich. I mean, that's a legend right there, especially in the college game. The things he was able to do on the court without even a three-point line was unbelievable. So, I mean, it's just a blessing and an honor just to be even mentioned in the same breath as him, like I said.
Trae, curious, at this time last year, you were just finishing up your last high school season, and now the dream has come true that you're here about to play in March Madness. What does that feel like now? And then also, with the struggles you guys had down the stretch of the season, have you been able to reset these last few days?
To your first question, I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, like you said, this time last year, I was just finishing up my high school season and getting ready for the McDonald's All-American game. And now I'm here on the biggest days of college basketball. I mean, this is a dream for me. Being the first person in my family to be in the NCAA Tournament is an honor for me. And so this is, like I said, a dream come true. And so I'm gonna just cherish this moment on the court and even off the court activities. And then, yeah, I mean, this is a new season. I mean, I count the regular season as last season. We're not worried about it. Everybody's 0-0 now. Everybody in this field is capable of winning games. So we just got to come in with the mindset of we're going to compete hard on both ends for 40 minutes and hopefully get back to the way we were to start the season. And if we do that, we'll be okay.
Dana O'Neill with The Athletic. Trae, you've learned a difficult lesson this year that people aren't always nice. You had to learn that at a young age, and especially with social media. How have you handled all of that?
I mean, it's been different for me. You know, I'm 19 years old, and I've had to mature a lot more quickly than a lot of 19-year-olds would. It's been a roller coaster year, but I wouldn't go back and do anything different. I mean, these are my brothers, and we've had a roller coaster year, like I said, but I mean, we can always get better, and you can always get better, and you learn from your failures. So that's all I'm doing, and I'm just maturing and getting better each and every day.
Jamuni and Christian, can you guys pinpoint if there was one or two things that happened to you late in the or middle part of the season when the slide began, and what you can do to turn that around?
I just feel like the drought came when we weren't making as many shots. You know, we shoot a lot better at home, so we just gotta, try to get more shots up at the gym. So like we're going to like today, we gotta put up a whole bunch of shots. And just get comfortable with the environment and like the area.
I agree with him. We went on a drought for a little bit. At a point in time, we was knocking down a lot of threes, and I feel like that helped us outscore a lot of teams. But scouting reports and things like that, when teams start to watch you, you have to change your game plan. So I feel like we'll get back to it. We'll definitely get back to it. We just gotta stay focused and just stay focused on our goal, and I feel like we'll knock down shots.
Hey, Trae, there are a few, you're one of the semifinalists for National Player of the Year. There are a few other guys in Pittsburgh this weekend who are also up for that. I'm just curious, I mean, do you ever get a chance to watch any of those other guys, whether it be a Bagley or a Brunson from Villanova, and just what kind of stands out to you about the field this year, about some of the talent in college basketball?
I mean, I watch college basketball, I mean, even when I'm not playing. I mean, I know a lot about those guys. They're all very good players. Brunson's having a terrific year. I mean, Marvin's having a terrific year. I mean, I've known Marvin since AAU days. We played against him a few times when I was in high school with Michael. But yeah, no, I mean, this whole field is good. This is one of the deepest college basketball tournaments that I've seen in the years that I've watched growing up. I mean, the tournament. So, I mean, all 68 teams are good. So, there's a lot of key players playing too.
For all three of you guys, the reaction you as a team saw maybe from national media to you guys getting in the tournament, did that give you a chip on your shoulder, and how does that ultimately feel?
Definitely. I would say it just motivated us more. You know, it's been a rocky season for us, and I feel like it's just going to make us even closer. It's just going to motivate us to play even harder. You know, I just want to get that dub even more.
That's you pretty much.
I mean, like Christian said. I mean, that's we see everything, but we're good at blocking things out. We've been good this week on just focusing on Rhode Island. They're a very good team. We have a lot of respect for them, so we got to be ready to play. But I mean, we do play with a chip on our shoulder, especially as of late. We haven't been playing very good. But like I said, we all sat down. We made sure and let everybody know like this is a new season. So it's 0-0, and I mean it's a new breath of fresh air. So we got to come out and play and be ready.
This is for Jamuni and Christian. You guys have been with Trae this whole season. You've seen the ups and the downs from the criticisms and everything. How have you guys handled that? How has that been part of your team? I mean, how do you guys approach that when you see all the constant feedback he's getting on social media?
Are you talking about like negative or positive attention?
Either.
I mean, positive. He earned it. I mean, this kid's averaging, more points and assists than anybody in the country. So, he deserves that. And the negative stuff, he's like one of our brothers, man. So, you talk bad about my brother, I'm gonna be mad about it. And he plays with a chip on his shoulder, so he goes out there and competes, and we just, gonna support him through anything. So.
Definitely. I feel like Trae's a phenomenal player. He's gonna get the criticism, good with the bad. So you have to take it. You have to take it both ways, and just keep moving. Just keep pushing forward. Phenomenal player. We seen the ups and downs, but it makes us want to play harder for him. We hate to see him get negative attention, but it comes with that area of being a great player. So it just makes us want to fight harder for him as a team.
Ryan Aber from the Oklahoman. Jamuni, for you, how important is rebounding in this game, and what do you feel like the issues have been with rebounding with this team recently, and do you feel like there's a chance to get that area turned around?
I feel like we just need all 5 guys coming in, we just got to box out better. We've been doing a lot of, rebounding drills and practice and stuff. I feel like that stuff will help us. We just got to focus more on, rebounding and stuff rather than scoring, but,
Andrea Adelson, ESPN.com. Trae, as a follow-up to something you just said, you want to make sure everyone knows this is a new season. Did you all have a team meeting? Did you discuss that as players only? Talk a little bit more about that.
I mean, I think after when you know you're in, I mean, every coach and I mean you all have a team meeting discussing what your plan is for the next day, traveling, stuff like that. And that was one of our things that we talked about when we got together. It was just like I said, how it's 0-0 and. We have to get back to work, and especially for a good Rhode Island team. And like I said, we got a lot of respect for them. But no, I mean, we also talk. I mean, text messages, stuff like that. We talk in our group message just about being focused and ready for a good Rhode Island team.
Trae, I know you've talked before about guys you look up to as far as their game, like Steve Nash. In this situation, is there anyone you can study from the past, like a Kemba Walker or something like that you can try and take something from this week?
I mean, I'm continuously watching film over a lot of guys, a lot of point guards. I mean, but I watch a lot of film over the old March Madnesses and the old tournament games. I mean, I remember when Kimba went off, Steph went off in the tournament, and I mean, I don't picture myself just doing what they're doing. I want to be the best version of me, so I don't get too involved in that. But I just want to be ready to play from the first game.
Eric Brady from USA Today. There was a lot of criticism of you guys making the field. Charles Barkley was one of them. Did you listen to any of that, and what do you say to those people?
I mean, you hear it, but like I said, we've been good at just blocking out everything and focusing on ourselves and how we can get better as a team, being prepared for them. But you definitely hear it. You see it all, but like I said, we do a good job of blocking it out.
Rhode Island trotting out, or I guess Trae, sorry. Rhode Island trotting out for senior starters. For anyone who might question your youth, as a freshman being a disadvantage in an environment and situation like this, what's your response?
I mean, this is the end of the season, so I think you have all the experience you need coming in. I mean, each team has played 30-plus games, so I mean, it's not like it's the beginning of the season. So I mean, they're very good. Like you said, they've won tournament games recently, so they know how to win in this environment, in this tournament. But we have some guys who've been to the Final Four 2 years ago and know how to win as well. So those guys are helping me and some of the other freshmen and sophomores and giving us advice on how to play in the tournament and what to expect. So we have some veterans, and so do they, and their veterans are really good too.
Brian Batko from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Trae, in addition to that experience, one of Rhode Island's calling cards is their guard play. As a point guard, what are the unique challenges that they present, whether offensively or defensively?
I mean, like you said, they're very guard heavy. They have a lot of good guards on their team. They know how to play well with each other, and I feel like in my eyes, guards run the NCAA tournament. I mean, it's when you have good guard play. I mean, those are the teams that usually win down the stretch too. So they have really good guards, and we got to be ready to play and match up with them.
Yeah, Jermaine Farrell, WFXR in Roanoke. Know you guys love this time of year, is March Madness. It's you see it, the one shining moment, all that stuff. But for each of you, what is your favorite March Madness moment that you've seen on TV or maybe even noticed?
Oh, this year or is this all time?
Just all time watching the tournament.
I mean, besides watching them, I mean, we got to play in the Final Four our freshman year, so that's probably like the best experience I've ever had. We get off the plane, it was like jets and stuff, lined up, Army. That was probably the best experience.
Best moments are just bonding with your brothers. It's a once in a lifetime thing to be in a tournament and just have that experience. So I'll say that's the best part to me.
Last question for the student athlete. Sorry, Trae, go ahead.
You got, I mean, I've never played in it, obviously, but I mean, I just love the joy you see on teams' faces and players' faces whenever players hit big shots, big moments. I always tear up when I see one shining moment at the championship game. So I mean, it's just an unreal feeling that I'm here now. So it's those type of moments that I always cherished growing up.
For Jamuni and Christian, Trae's obviously a pretty unique player as a point guard. So just can you talk about maybe just adapting to that sort of style? What are some of the things he does to open things up for you guys? And just did it take some time to get used to that sort of style?
Not really. We kind of feed off of him. I would say he draws so much attention. It makes it easier for us to make plays and to score. Yeah, I would say he just draws so much attention. It's easier for everybody else to make plays around him, I would say.
I mean, as a big man, you want a point guard that draws all the attention. So, you get lobs, we can just rebound, kick out, run the floor, and he look for us, man. So, I like playing with him.
It makes it a lot easier for us, I would say.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Just a reminder, locker room is open right now for any reporters who want to go in there. We're going to be joined by Coach Kruger here in a second.